Oh, there we go. What up, Pink Ladies, T-Birds? Just happen to be watchers of my shh. My name is Jimmi Pynk. I'm just chilling. Ain't talked to y'all in a little bit. Sitting on the porch, having a smoke and a beer. Just generally hanging out a little bit because I don't know, um, when's the next time I'm going to go live. Um, and all that jazz. Hey, Sierra. Hi, Isaac. Oh, let me make sure this is on live and not. Yeah, it's always on Top Chat Live Chat so I can see everybody. Hi, everyone. I'm out here on my phone. It ain't that I don't got the Chromebook. I just don't feel like bringing all that out. And, it's about to be the 4th of July. Folks is acting crazy, and I don't be knowing these fireworks and shit. I had heard some things about uh, it's supposed to be kind of like a grooming tactic to get people used to fireworks so that when they start, gunning people down in the streets, you ain't aware. You just think it's fireworks. I don't know how much truth it is, but the way the shit is going in 2020, I'll believe anything. Hey, Chaos Bleeds. Boy, you didn't know when you picked that name how appropriate that shit was going to be for 2020, did you? Because Chaos, in fact, has been bleeding all 2020 long. You know, one thing I can tell y'all is I didn't have a set list of topics. I was just kind of gonna freestyle. I keep forgetting to feed my birds, y'all. Let me go in and get these bread. I ain't fed them all day, and I keep coming in saying that's what I'm gonna do, and keep forgetting to get the birds bread. But cause y'all know that's something I'm trying to keep up. Cause birds live a long time and they smart and they do remember that this is the house where the food is at. Cause my dad fed the birds all the time, and I be feeling bad when I be sitting out there and they come and they be looking so damn pitiful. Cause they know this is where the bread is at. Boy, did Harley loves Barley take on a new meaning or what? So yeah, that's where I'm at. Oh, thank you, Christmas Queen. Darby Lynn Cartwright. I love that name. Is that a name change or is that just a fan of Dixie? Or a sister? Or an evil twin like Envy is mine? Yeah, but I gotta feed my birdies. All right, it's late though. Y'all can't get a full. Y'all don't get a full. Y'all don't get the full 2 slices today. I feed these birds out here. Ooh, but yeah, the world is just damn crazy, ain't it? Make sure that the fat ass groundhog family don't come. This ain't your bread. Hey, Izzy, waka waka waka. All right, gotta feed my bird. But yeah, I just really just been chilling. I should be trying to do my taxes or a whole host of other shit, but I ain't, and that's okay. Um, so I do one thing. I'll start with this. I'll start with this as a conversation. At the risk of this video probably being demonetized because I'm talking about it a little early, but I'll start with this. So 8:30 this morning. Hey, geriatrics. Oh yeah, I ain't mad. So let me start with this. Hold up. Yeah, I'm lighting my cigarettes with matches because I'm classy, bougie, ratchet. Hey, look, I be rapping and don't even be trying to. You can have that with Meg for a remix if you ever decide. Um, so my cousin called me this morning at 8:30. Now my cousin works, which I do too. I go back to work next week. So I was kind of shocked to hear from her. And again, this is my cousin whose mother has had to have like the brain surgery and has stage 4 brain cancer. So I'm petrified that she's calling at 8:30 in the morning. I jumped straight out my sleep with my heart racing and answering the phone. because she would never call me that early in the morning. So immediately I'm like, and why are you not at work, number one, and number two, why are you calling me at 8:30 in the morning? So I'm shook boots. So she calls and says, I just need to vent. So immediately I'm still on edge, but I'm relieved because you're not calling about nothing about your mother. Okay. So at her job, where she works at a small factory where they make pool covers here locally. And she tells me that she had to go get a COVID test Monday because somebody that she worked with directly had tested positive for COVID June 29th, and they didn't even tell her or have her get off to work. What's up, 1993? Well, today she goes to work. 2 more people have tested positive, and they send 2 more people home. So she is shook boots. I'm going to tell y'all now, if you are now self-employed, this is the importance of working somewhere where they have a union. Because she does have FMLA. She did go into the office and say, first of all, I already came in here Monday. Y'all didn't tell me this other person tested positive that I worked with directly. You know my mother is extremely high risk, and I am one of her caretakers. So my cousin is upset because she has been around her mother, her sister, her son, her nephew, her dude's daughter, her aunt, because with the exception of her dude and his daughter, these are all also people that are caretakers of her mother that have now been exposed or possibly exposed because she was exposed. She goes in the office. A lot of people leave. They tell her she's getting a point. But you ain't got no union, no how is an at-will state, and you ain't got a leg to stand on. I did suggest for her to call the health department and call the news because the whole building needs to be shut down. So please believe COVID is still out here. That shit ain't slowed down like they trying to tell y'all it's slowed down. It's slowed down because some states really took the proper fucking precautions. And some people actually stayed their ass at home and wore masks when they told you to stay your ass at home and wore masks. Please understand that. Because Ohio, as much as, and for y'all that's in this live, y'all know I praise Governor to the hilt, even though he was a Republican, even though he tried to do that 6-week abortion law shit that I even mentioned, that I was like, okay, you handling this, and I'm proud of you for handling this. I ain't gonna forget what you tried to do for reproductive rights, though. I'm not gonna forget that. He got overturned, but I ain't gonna forget that. But you stepping up, you actually going outside of party lines, that's what's up. And then he got the motherfucking pressure and everything is opening back up, and our cases are up. And I'm petrified for my cousin. So I'm asking her, I was like, well, like y'all all do too, that my father had complications from it, and that's how he died. That my sister and my niece both had it. So I'm asking her, I'm like, which don't mean nothing, because you don't have to have symptoms to have it. And you can still be a carrier, and you still was around your high-risk mother and everybody else that takes care of her. And my cousin's birthday is coming up, so she just like, damn, my plans for my birthday, or 4th of July, done. Birthday, done. Because even if you tested positive Monday, you went back to, if you test negative Monday, you went back to work and they found out 2 other people got it and was sending people home. Hey, John got bent. Hey, Naris. Yeah, so that's something that I want to address, the importance of why you have unions and why that's important. Because Ohio is an at-will state, and at least if she had a union, they could at least fight that, okay, you left, because she does have FMLA, and she said, well, she didn't go in there and put in for FMLA, so they gave her a point. I said, oh, no. That's FMLA, because guess what? They don't know if your mother messaged you on your cell phone, and they don't know if your test results came back. She has to be tested now immediately. No, I rolled up out of here FMLA. I don't get a fucking point. Because you just had me put my whole fucking family in danger of getting this shit. And my mother is high risk. Yes, come through, ponytail. Y'all know I love a good high pony. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm dressed like I'm about 25 years old today. But I'm so damn comfortable. They had these outfits on clearance, and JCPenney is supposed to be loungewear. There's some shorts and some matching like oversized, like loose cropped hoodies. I bought the shorts a size too big and the shirt a size too small, and it's working for me. And I got a couple more too, and they comfortable. I wouldn't wear them to work because the shorts ain't tight enough, and I have to go up and down. I don't want nobody looking at the short because I really probably didn't even need the extra large. I probably really needed the large because the short is supposed to be fitted, but I didn't want mine to be a booty short like that. I wanted mine to be comfortable, and plus it was on clearance, so these what sizes was left. I'ma hold it up to me shopper. I could teach you some game. Like you ain't never gotta try on nothing. I know when something is gonna fit or not. I can look at it. I start from an extra large and go from there. Like, nope, this gonna be too big. I need to go down a size. Nope, this gonna be too small. I need to go up a size. Oh, the live's going well. We haven't been on very long. Only 11 minutes. It's going okay. That was the first, but I was like, let's touch on that because I'm not going live for no particular reason. It's just a lot of crazy shit going on, and I just wanted to chill on the porch while it wasn't too super hot and have some beers with y'all. Old school shit. Old school shit. Oh, how's the move? Oh, well, we'll see. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the other effects of coronavirus. So, technically, at this point, I'm not even a month behind on my rent. I'm late because I didn't pay it today. I was a month behind when I got my lump sum of money for sick leave. I paid June back because I talked to the lady, explained the situation. They going back to business as usual in July. So back to late fees, back to getting evicted if you don't pay your rent, whatever, what have you. They've already was putting out eviction people for it was 2 months behind. So we have a program that can assist you. These motherfuckers told me, well, we could have helped you if you wouldn't have paid your rent yesterday. Now you're not late. We can't help you. I said, so I got to wait till I'm about to get evicted? I got to wait till I'm 30 days past due? Well, once you get evicted, we can't help you. But you don't understand. The way my lease is set up, they already start filing for court and everything before it's even 30 days. I won't be 30 days late. Well, at least I'm going back to work too, but I ain't about to be making no money all like that. I was trying to call her, but I'm live now. My internet is about to get cut off, but I ain't really pressed about that because, like, even as y'all see, I've even been doing my reviews from here, so I ain't even pressed about no internet. To the Hatmobile. Yes, Jerry Hatrix, you better do some branding to the Hatmobile. I love that. Yeah. So if I wouldn't have went ahead and paid June trying to prevent from having an additional late fee plus for July, not to mention that I called these people twice. I called them before my surgery, I called them after my surgery, and they never called me back. And I told them that too. I said, well, I was a month behind, but y'all wasn't answering y'all phone. What am I supposed to do? Just go ahead and get evicted when I only got this month and next month left on my lease? And then I got the rush. I'm still not even cleared to lift shit. I can't really go move nothing. I'm not cleared to lift shit yet. I don't even think my stitches is all the way dissolved. You know what I mean? Crazy shit. Right. So hopefully, I'm about to file my income tax. I don't think they're taking them right now. Buy shit for student loans right now because of coronavirus. So hopefully I get them in enough time to pay back. But still, like, oh, we going back to normal with no late fee. People just started going back to work last month. People that was behind ain't about to catch up, and they only been back to work for like 2 weeks. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And because I'm sick leave, my job is still doing rotating layoffs because they have been, because my job is in trouble, and they doing rotating layoffs, and I won't even be eligible for unemployment because quite technically I haven't worked. Just like I wasn't eligible for unemployment an additional $600. Technically, I'd have been laid off anyway, but you can't be laid off from sick leave because you're on sick leave. Who is that? Hey, Chris Tag. So, but I'll try to finagle. I mean, like, y'all can go business as usual as y'all anyway. But for real, y'all can't help me out, and I'm about to leave y'all apartments anyway. I got 2 months left on my lease. Help me out. This whole time I done been calling y'all, telling y'all I've been on sick leave. I'm not even making full fucking pay. If it wasn't for fucking YouTube, I don't even know how I was fucking living. And that's the truth. Y'all really, really helped me. I want to thank the people that there's a couple of y'all that donated money to me on Cash App. I couldn't get in my Cash App. I finally was able to get in it. And I had money in there. And I was like, damn, I didn't even thank these people or nothing. Because I didn't even know it was there. It's probably been there since May. But you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for y'all shooting me money and watching the drag race reviews so I can get my Google payout every month and Patreon, I wouldn't have been able to eat. I probably would have had to have moved back in here well before my father passing away. Here y'all motherfuckers goes. Y'all gonna have fireworks Saturday or what? Same niggas. Or white people or Puerto Rican. Ain't no telling who the fuck doing that shit, but stop that shit. I know it's bored, but that shit can't be entertaining to you. And it don't be no sparkles, it's just noise. Let's talk about some YouTuber drama. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some YouTuber drama. Because the kids are coming for Miss Shane Dawson and Miss Jeffree Star, and I'm just like, okay, they've been racist pieces of shit that I didn't give a fuck about, and thank you next. And thank you next. They've been on that bullshit. Why y'all surprised? I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Most big YouTubers are pieces of shit because they got, for anybody to decide they want to jump on YouTube and make some money off of it, you got some kind of delusion of grandeur where you think that you're important anyway, myself included. But I don't lie about that. Man, what's up, Jose? I know it is. But like, no, for real, on me, man. You don't just get and decide you want to do a YouTube channel unless you think what you got to say is important or you feel like you got some kind of importance or entertainment value about yourself. That's real. I don't plain as fuck. I don't deny it. But what started out as me doing something trying to promote my music, like I said, I did do something I wasn't intended on doing, which was build a family in a safe place. And I love that, and that's a lot of the reason why I'm still doing it. And then I happened to start making money off of my hobby, which was great. But ain't nobody just up and deciding to do a YouTube video just to do one. They do one because they trying to get on. They think it's something special about them. They got some kind of delusion of grandeur in their head somewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, in 1993, that's been a thing. And then they go above and beyond. If I see one more post about Karen is as bad as the N word, oh, is it? Is it, Karen? Is it? If you would say some shit like that, that make you more of a Karen than anybody else. Is it? Because I'm sorry, last time I checked, I didn't think that people was calling female slaves or sex workers or anything like that Karen. It ain't got years and years of stigma behind it. We can just go back to calling y'all basic bitches. Because that's all Karen is a replacement for. We can go back to calling y'all basic bitches if you want. To me, Karen is a whole lot goddamn milder than basic bitch. Whole lot milder than nigga too. Oh, he do all kind of stuff. Like he think, see, because the thing about Shane Dawson is, Shane Dawson ain't funny. Okay? This is the thing. Art is subjective, and by art, everything that you do, that you put out in a public media to entertain or to make people think is art. So a comedy is art like anything else. Yeah, I seen Karen and Ken. First of all, you know you a Karen when you come out in your yard barefoot. I said it and I'm not taking it back. If you do it, you either country as hell or you white as hell. It ain't no in between. I don't even walk around my house barefoot, and that's on me, man. I don't really do that whole makeup tutorial shit anyway. I know how to put on makeup for my face, and I ain't trying to put on a full-fledged goddamn mask. I can see somebody watching a makeup tutorial uh, if you was a man. And this is no shade. This is not like, you do what you want. But I can see somebody watching a makeup tutorial because they're a man that wants to wear makeup, because men's faces are just generally shaped differently. You want to learn how to cover hair and a harsher face texture. I get that. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to tell you something else, too. I'm offended by I don't see color. I'm offended by that. Yes, the fuck you do. And see my color, because I'm proud as fuck to be black. See my motherfucking color. Don't see color. Tell me you don't judge people by color. Say that. Don't say I don't see color. Say I don't judge people by color. Say color don't matter to me. Don't say I don't see color, because that's offensive to me. See my color. I'm black and I'm proud to be black. My skin tone is beautiful. Don't tell me you don't see color. No, see my color. I'm proud to be black. See my fucking color. Tell me you judge me based on my color. Tell me you treat everybody equally. Tell me you don't judge by color. Tell me you treat all colors equally. Don't tell me you don't see my color. That's a lie. Don't tell me you don't see my color. No, I need you to acknowledge that I'm black, and I need you to acknowledge everything that goes with that. So don't tell me you don't see color. No, I need you to acknowledge my color. I need you to. Hey, Mondo. Welcome. Yeah. I ain't trying to hear that. I don't see color. No, I need you to see my color. And I need you to acknowledge it. I need you to acknowledge that I'm proud of it. And I need you to acknowledge everything that come with it, living in this fucking country, being the color that I am. I need you to fucking acknowledge it. It has. It really has. Nice to see you again, Mondo. It really has been a minute. Yeah, fuck all that. No, I need you to acknowledge the fact that I'm black. I'm okay with that. I ain't ashamed. I mean, have you ever seen what some people have on? Some people don't match their outfits. I don't see color. No, yes you do. You better. Because if you don't see color, then you don't see my fucking pain and what I have to go through and what it means to be black in this country or a minority in this country. So don't tell me you don't see color. Yes, the fuck you do. You better see it. It's an identifier. Things that don't offend me. When people like are trying to identify somebody and they say, like when I used to work in the lab, when I was at work, it was only 4 people that worked in the lab, 3 at the time, 3, and they would say, the girl to wear cartoons on her shirts all the time. You can say the black girl. I'm the only one. It's an identifier. It's fine. I'm not offended. You didn't say the nigger bitch. But it's fine for you to say, oh, the black girl to work back there. That's fine. I'm the black girl to work back there. I'm not offended by that. It's an identifier. That's why cops ask you when something happened to you, what somebody looked like, what color was they, what was their height. That's an identifier. Oh, thank you, Mondo. I feel like I've been looking better, but I'm healthier now since I had the thyroid out. So I'm healthier now. I have the energy to get up and at least try to do my hair and stuff. And Mississippi should have been did that. Yeah. Mississippi should have been did that. I was shocked when I was watching the BET Awards that there has to be an act passed in Congress that says we can wear our natural hair. Wait, what? But I've also worked at a job that I could wear my natural hair if I did, and I do. I wear my natural hair to work more than anything else. I usually have on a hat, but that's for my purposes because I wear where it was an air conditioner over my head for years and years and years and years. But it was my natural hair. The Crown Act, yeah. I was very, very surprised about that. I'm like, wait, there's a law that says, because if you have dreadlocks or you wear your natural hair, but Karen can wear her natural hair. And just because my hair look more like yours and it's flat ironed or straight, I'm still not washing my hair every day, but I'm not washing my hair every day because we are different. That's why I don't see color. Yes, you do. There is a difference. Yeah, I didn't know that either till then. And I was like, but you ran into the thing where the little boy made it all the way through the wrestling championship. Suddenly he can't wrestle because he got dreads. He got to cut them off. Well, some people wear dreads for religious purposes. And what would have happened if that would have been a white boy with dreads? Because they have dreads too. There are white people that are Rastafarian who have dreads for religious purposes. I'm not making that up. What would have happened if that would have been a white boy wrestling and the white boy would have had dreads? Or better yet, his hair was just greasy and in a ponytail. That would have made a difference. It's still long hair. Microaggressions. Oh yeah, sure, John. Oh, happy birthday, by the way. I heard it's Canada's birthday. So happy birthday to Canada. Our neighbors to the north with some act right. Or that's what I like to call Canada. Our neighbors to the north, they got some damn act right. I mean, racism is real. I used to think it wasn't racism in England. So they went motherfucking ham on Meghan Markle the way they did. Like, I was like, girl, and over here, she barely fucking black. I mean, I don't think that, but I'm just saying, like, people did look at her like that till she went over to England. And, so she went over to England, got married, and we met her mother. And she got over there, and they was reading her for filth in England. Then we was like, oh yeah, you black? But she was barely black over here. Because that's a thing. That's a thing that goes on over here, and that stems from slavery, where you have your colorism within black people. And your light skin versus dark skin, or your this person is biracial, so they not black. They not black enough, they not white enough. I was like, did y'all see Meghan Markle's mama? And that's who raised her. I said, Meghan Markle black, and then they wanted to read her in England because she spoke out against Black Lives Matter. Yeah, number one, she's black. Number two, she's fucking American. Number three, she is of position. Yeah, she gonna speak on it. This shit going on with people that look like her in the country where she motherfucking from. And why y'all reading her for being motherfucking British, like, The whole history of monarchy is y'all was marrying inbred, and this person is from Scotland, but married them just so that you could take over Scotland too, and y'all was all fucking inbred. At least y'all know she probably ain't related to y'all. Crazy as hell. What else we got? We got the Syracuse Orangeman talking out the side of his goddamn neck. I don't know what the fuck you did at a party over there with Vladimir Putin, but you must have been really over there wilding out with some Russian prostitutes, and he got it on tape. Cause you ain't gonna sit here and tell me you was getting Russian people got fucking numbers on us. The motherfuckers got numbers on us. For those of y'all don't speak that street shit, you got numbers on us. Like you got bounties. You paying for people to get killed. They got numbers on American citizens. And it was in your daily briefing, and you trying to say you didn't read it. Well, that's a gross neglect of your duties. Period. Let's start with the most simple, basic thing. As the president of the United States, you're not reading your daily briefing. That's gross negligence and incompetence of your job. Period. But then that's in there, and it's just like, I didn't know. Oh yeah, for sure. But at least we know Harry really loved that woman, because Harry walked away from all that shit. Like, you know what? Y'all gonna treat my wife and my baby like this? I'm out. I'm cool. I see what the fuck y'all did to my mama. I'm out. I'm out. Deuces. I ain't the heir to the throne any motherfucking way. I'm out. Bye. So at least we know Harry really loved Meghan. At least we do know that. I didn't have no doubt in it anyway, because I know he got mad shit for fucking marrying an American to begin with. Before it was even found out that she was black. I know he got mad shit for marrying an American to fucking begin with. But I didn't have no doubt. But at least we know he really loved that woman. At least we know he really loved that woman, because he walked away from everything. Now, don't get me wrong. He still got money. Don't get that fucked up. But he walked away from that shit. I was like, well, at least you had the opportunity that you really got to marry for love, and it didn't have to be a certain status and all that. Somebody posted on Facebook, ask any mother about their second born. Anybody, they second born don't give a fuck about shit. Well, Harry proved that. So we stand Harry over. We stand Harry over here in the House of Grace. We stand Harry, because I was like, you walked away from everything you fucking know. Real shit. Real shit. He walked away from everything he know and moved to America and was like, fuck that. You're not about to keep disrespecting my wife and my baby like that. And walked away from everything he know. That would be hard enough for a regular average motherfucker to do. Let alone you part of the royal fucking family. Somebody had to get King Edward. Which one walked away? King Edward, King George. One of them motherfuckers. Hey, Mercer. He did do the right thing. He did. And once it's, And once his brother is king, he might come back because his brother might change some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the queen is his grandmother. Princess Di was his mother. Prince Charles is his father, and the queen is his grandmother. Yes. No, that's okay. You ain't. I mean, you ain't British. I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff like that. What's up? What's up, big bro? My brother, or little bro, actually. My brother, Big Bobby Peso, is in the building. What's up, bro? My bro. Y'all understand. We some hood nigga nerds around these parts. So, we be knowing some stuff. He don't look nothing like Charles. He don't. Oh, that's why I said he still walked away from money, but that prestige. And you have to understand, in the royal family, your whole life is training. Your whole life is training. What you can do, what you can say, what you can wear to this, what you can eat. What do you do when you go to another country? And so he did walk away from everything. Your whole life is training. Like, yeah, he still got money, but your whole life is training. I mean, damn, do you get to pick what school you go to? Did he have the opportunity to not go to the military, or did he have to? These are all very, very real things. If you are born into a royal family, your whole life is training. You can't just do what you want to do. That's why he was in the tabloids all the time, because he was trying. He was trying. He was trying. He had that streak earlier. Like, man, fuck you. I got all this money. I'm a royal. I'm about to be at the bars kicking in and shit like that. What you mean? Because guaranteed, if he was the firstborn, he wouldn't have been allowed to marry no damn Meghan Markle, because she would have been the next queen of England. Or she'd have been in succession to be the queen of England. They wasn't having that. Right, Bobby, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, did he even have a choice? Did he have to go, like, it's certain things that you have to do. Them is the rules. Because if it was Charles couldn't have come and he couldn't have had an American wife. He couldn't have had a half black wife. He couldn't have had none of that shit. He couldn't have just got somebody that wasn't of high-born royal blood. Right. He didn't have no choice. So I said, like, yeah, he got money, but money don't change the fact that you are a human being. And he was never really allowed to do whatever he wanted to do. He really had to walk away from everything he knew. We are all raised a certain way. Regardless, he still had to walk away from everything he know. He still got a brother. He still got a niece and two nephews. They all be like living on the same estate. You don't get to see your brother and shit every day. You don't get to see your niece and nephews every day. Like shit that you used to do. Even your grandma, she is up in age. The queen, yeah, is still your grandmother that you was able to see every day. You can't do that now. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, when you are a queen, or like a royal, and you're heir to the throne, you have an heir and a spare. You got to really try to have two boys. You really have to. Like, it's your job to have babies. If you marry somebody that's in line for the throne, it's your job to have babies. That's your job. Queen Elizabeth changed the law so that in case something happened and they never had no more kids, because their daughter is the oldest. Now, the son is still the heir to the throne, But they had to change the law in case anything happened to the boys. But even before they had boys, that they couldn't just say the next king or queen of England would go to the next person. She changed the law for that. So that they couldn't just backdoor her and she wouldn't get shit because she was a girl. Queen Elizabeth changed that when she was born. Real shit. Look it up. I ain't lying to y'all. I ain't lying. Stop watching shit like Game of Thrones and start watching shit like The Crown. An heir and a spare, exactly. You had two boys, an heir and a spare. Now, of course, in this day and age, it's not as cutthroat as what it was back in the day, and Queen Elizabeth is the longest ruling monarch because things have changed and medicine has changed and all of these things. But you got to have an heir and a spare because somebody would be done went and killed your son in his sleep just because they a cousin or something like that, and they the next in line for the throne. They was murking motherfuckers for the throne. You said, geez, two boys specifically? Yeah, an heir and a spare. Yeah, an heir and a spare. Because, like I said, until Queen Elizabeth made this rule, once Princess Kate had a girl first, until he changed that rule, if you have to be a boy, now they had some kind of loophole, and that's how you got Queen Elizabeth, who was like a bastard, but she was a claimed bastard. Oh yeah, it's some shit. It's interesting too. It's some shit. That's your job. They be wanting you to pop out a baby ASAP. Okay, you married? Alright, start fucking. Let's go. That's your job. You marry somebody in line for the throne, it's your job to have babies. You got to get working on that heir and a spare immediately. That's why you had King Henry VIII, which is how you got Queen Elizabeth, the Virgin Queen, Queen Elizabeth I, because, it's the man whose chromosome makes boys and girls, and he couldn't make boys. He couldn't make boys. So he kept having his wife killed so he could keep trying to have boys. But back then, we didn't know that. Now we know that. Like, that's a chromosome thing. And some men can't make boys. I knew my brother was gonna know. I said we some hood nerds around these goddamn parts. Yeah, the daughter better have one. But yeah, if you the heir, you can't just marry anybody. You got to marry somebody royal, preferably somebody that's in line for their own. Preferably somebody that's in line for their own crown. Then as England started bleeding money, well, as nations started bleeding money, then they would marry somebody like even Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette wasn't French. Catherine the Great wasn't Russian. You marry other royals. That's a built-in alliance. Where the fuck y'all think the mafia got that shit from? Because what is the head of the family but a king? Where you think they got it? Wu-Tang said that. His seed married his seed. They had a seed. That's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in the family. It's been a long time. Mary Queen of Scots was married to the King of France. That's how they got down. Preferably, you want to marry somebody in line for their own throne because that's a built-in alliance. And now y'all the king or queen of both countries. They killed Mary Queen of Scots because she was next in line to take over England. She had a claim when it was Queen Elizabeth, because Queen Elizabeth was a bastard, meaning she wasn't by the king and the queen, she was only by the king. Because she was a bastard, they made a real fucking play that Mary Queen of Scots could take that over, and she was already married to the King of France. They was going to take over England. That's why Mary Queen of Scots got her motherfucking head chopped off. I promise y'all, I wish I knew black history as well as I did know fucking other history. But you know, one get taught in school, one you can get history credits in college for, the other one you have to do yourself. And I'm still learning about my own history in this country as well. I know quite a bit, but I still strive to learn a little bit more about my own history. Um, Sierra similarly. I mean that's just how I rocked. Similarly, very similarly, very similar, very similarly. In this case, it would be tribes, or it would be the different, you know, countries, but more so in Africa, tribes. Same, same. Oh yeah, John, 100%, 100%. Like I'll break it down for y'all. You listen. If I break down Cleopatra for y'all, y'all'll be like, that is so fucked up. In order for Cleopatra to eventually get the crown, to even get to Julius Caesar, who ruled Rome again, arranging the shit. Man, Cleopatra was married like 7 or 8 times, and the first 4 times it was to her daddy and 3 of her brothers. Because that was the only way she can keep the power. She couldn't just be next in line once all the men died. No, she had to marry them motherfuckers. She was married to her dad and like 3 of her brothers. Married to your father, and then when he died, your brother. And then like your brother, and then your brother. And then finally when you was the last in the line, you ruled, and she was kind of pushed to marry Julius Caesar for backup because he had the Roman army. Then when he died, she married Mark Antony, who was the next ruler of Rome. She had a couple kids by her brother. Because y'all are married. That's your job to produce heirs. So we're going to keep you in power, and we're going to keep our bloodline going, and we're going to keep you in power so you don't just lose it when everything happens to all of us. But you still have to fulfill your duties, and you still have to produce heirs. So you got to fuck your brother and have kids. Make sure my no stove on down here. I smell something. Oh, it looked like she was down here cooking something. Yeah. 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 And then when she had them kids, still had claim to the throne before she did. But life expectancy was also not as long back then. Now it ain't bacon. It smelled like something was burning. I think she probably toasted up some. She made like some cornbread or something. I don't know. Yeah. Said more secret bacon. No, not secret bacon this time. See, I forgot that one day I also told y'all that my mother was downstairs cooking secret bacon. Secret bacon. But what else? What else is going on in the news, y'all? What else is going on? After I done gave y'all a history uh, lesson. And we'll never be royals, royals. And as I started doing all that history, I'm like, I wouldn't have wanted to be a damn royal. Oh yeah, Bobby Payne. So it was beneficial both ways. It wasn't no great love affair like they be trying to make it like the movie. It was a fucking business arrangement, as most royal marriages are. And I'm saying royal in the general sense. So also, like I said, like the tribes in Africa, the tribes in America with the Native Americans. Like they even made fun of it. If y'all watch the Harley Quinn cartoon, they even made fun of it with King Shark happened to marry that hammerhead shark. His seed, marry his seed, have his seed. That's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in the family. The shit is very interesting. I'm surprised that they don't make more movies. Well, that's because now superheroes is the new mythology. It's always good to have like an epic, but everybody want to do an adaptation of something. I'm surprised that there are not more historical epics like that. To tell the actual story instead of sensationalize it, but tell the actual story because it's very interesting. Well, everybody wanted a piece of Africa because that's where Africa was really where the money for resources was really at. The gold, the diamonds, the quote unquote technology, the higher math. Y'all motherfuckers still ain't figured out how they built the goddamn pyramid. How the fuck y'all do that? You have to understand when you do something like an ancestry.com. Like this is what I'm saying when I going back to the beginning of when I was talking of I get offended by I don't see color. No, see my color and know what it fucking means. See my color. Y'all can go take ancestry.com if you're not African American. And it can tell you Italy. It can tell you what province of Italy. So in some cases, it can tell you exactly what city. For American black people, they can't. It'll just tell you Africa. They can't. Because they tore up our civilizations and didn't allow us to have any records, split us up, have any record where we really from. So where they say, well, how come black pride is a thing, but white pride ain't? White pride is. It's Irish pride. It's Italian pride. We can't do that. Now, they can break it down to you might can get Jamaica. You might can break like Trinidad and all that, but all them things is all slaves too. They was all slaves too. They just got moved to other places. Brazil. It's black people of every nationality. Don't tell me you don't see color. See my color, I understand what the fuck that means. Tell me you don't judge people based on color. Say that. Don't say you don't see color. See my fucking color. I'm proud to be black and understand what that means for me as a woman in America. Or for that matter, any fucking where. Don't tell me you don't see color. See my motherfucking color. And y'all so scared of black people because y'all brought us over here and it's survival of the fittest. The strongest ones lived. So what do you think that meant for they fucking gene pool? Fucking duh. Going to Jimmy the Greek, and I know I'm going to lose some of y'all on this because a lot of y'all don't follow sports on my channel, and that's fine. Following what Jimmy the Greek said. in the name of God during the Crusades, 100%. I'm going to get to Utah and Mormons in a minute. But Jimmy the Greek said, of course, black athletes are going to be superior because the people that made it to America that was black was the strongest. Then you had them working all day, which built them up even more. Of course, their descendants is going to be the strongest. What he said wasn't wrong. It's that he didn't have no business saying it on TV. But he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong at all. He just ain't had no business saying that shit on TV. And it sounded racist. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was fucking science. Now I want to talk about the state of Utah, Salt Lake in particular, because Salt Lake City, Utah is the whitest city in America, meaning it has the least amount of people of color that live there. It's the whitest city in America. And it's greatly the largest religion is Mormon. Well, that makes perfect sense to me when the Mormon religion is racist. Their texts and books said the red man was red because they was cursed, and the black man couldn't have a soul, and that's why their skin was black because so was their soul. Facts. 100%, Bobby Peso. 100%. And your denial would mean if you don't see color, then you don't see that there is a problem in inequality in the country if you don't see fucking color. So don't say you don't see color. I am at a disadvantage. Now, I've done everything to fight against that disadvantage. I'm a college graduate. I didn't have kids out of wedlock. I'm not knocking nobody that did any of that. I'm not knocking anybody that did any of that. I've worked my ass off. Shit, if anything, I fucking stopped working my ass off. Fuck it. Because it's real hard to go to corporate America and get a job and your name is Jamaica. These are just facts. Now I could have went now, a little bit different now, but I'm older. But at 21, wasn't nobody jumping and hiring to hire an executive named Jamaica. And the brainwashing and the systematic racism that comes with it, I used to hate my name. I used to hate my name. Because my sister's name was Monica. Yeah, you might not be able to see a keychain everywhere with her name on it, but if she filled out a job application and it said Monica, that could be a nice white lady. Jamaica ain't never gonna be a nice white lady. You know, to the point where when I did graduate at 30, only 12 years ago, when I did graduate college and had to do this resume program or whatever, even though I knew how to do a resume and I already had one, they had suggested that I change my name to Jamie on my resume. But I don't even go by Jamie. So people was calling me for jobs and asking for Jamie, and I would be telling them they had the wrong number. Because I forgot I put Jamie on my resume. Oh, it's a whole lot, Bobby Pay. So it's so much to that. It's so much. We had talked a little bit. You wasn't in here yet, Bob. It was so much. I'll give you a perfect example of I'll give you an example. Hold on. I'm trying to light my cigarette. Oh, that whole match head came off. Where the fuck are my lighters at, bro? Perfect example. Now, for those of y'all that didn't live in the Midwest, y'all may not remember this. Bob, I know you do. There used to be a phone company called Cellular One. Hey, Zachary. Hey, Thomas. Recovery is going well, thank you. Recovery is going very well. Plus, I've gotten very accustomed to being a scarf person and a bandana person. Just bought 14 bandanas today from Hobby Lobby. I'm about to do a load of wash to wash all my scarves and bandanas up. Um, Perfect example. There used to be a cellular phone company called Cellular One. Yeah, but we shouldn't have. But we shouldn't have to have. But they shouldn't have to be. Now, Jamaica is a made-up name. Jamaica, I'm named after my father. The story goes that my mother was reading a Jet magazine while she was in the waiting room, while she was in labor with me. Somebody's name was Jamaica. She noticed that it was Jame like James. My sister's name was already Monica, and that was my name. She let my sister name my middle name, whose favorite song all the time at the time was "Isn't She Lovely" by Stevie Wonder, whose daughter's name is Aisha, and what the song is called "Life is Aisha" because in Swahili that is what Aisha means. That is what Aisha means. It is Swahili for life. So my name is Jamaica Aisha. But the cuz and the loves, I love now because that is so generational of my generation and being a black woman because it's a lot of cuz and loves at the end of the names. And I love it now. I love it now. It tells you exactly who I am. This person was born somewhere between 75 and 85 and she black. And I love it. And I love it. And I'm named after my daddy. I love it now, but growing up I hated it. 100% Thomas. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you. Appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. So, going back to Cellular One. So, all the cell phones is like 4 companies now. But before it was like a bunch because it was like regional. I applied for Cellular One 3 times, got an interview 2 times, and never got hired. Soon as AT&T bought them and applied, I got hired. Went through the testing and everything, got hired. Did something change about me? Did my qualifications change? No. Nothing about me changed. Not one thing. Not one thing. I didn't even have my degree yet when I worked at AT&T. Didn't even have my degree yet. But as soon as AT&T bought them, and it wasn't Cellular One no more. And I tell you what, Cellular One only had like 2 black people to work there. As soon as it was AT&T, it was like 50-50. Honest to God truth. I applied for that place 3 times. I had interviews twice, never got hired. Soon as AT&T bought them, and I applied for AT&T, passed all the tests and everything, got hired. Ain't shit changed. Nothing about me changed. This is all within 3 years, and I'm in my 20s, so nothing really changed. Well, yeah, you have to know when you name your kids. You got to know that too, and I do get that, and I get that, and I get because even when I was thinking about it, well, first of all, like once upon a time when I thought I was gonna have kids when I was younger. First of all, if I had a boy, his name was always gonna be James because my father didn't have a junior because he had all girls. So I always said if I had a boy, my first son's name would be James. Off rip. James is always good. I said if I had a boy or if I had twins, it would be Jamaica and Jamarcus. But it would be Mark for short, so when he went to fill out job interviews, he could put Mark. I mean, that's what you would be called anyway. Your name is Jamarcus. Who's called? What other nickname do you get? James' nickname gonna be JJ. Jamarcus is gonna be Mark. What? I mean, what is it?
Nah, for real. What's that nigga pulled up shit?
What is it? That's what it is. But it's a damn shame that I even had to think of if I wanted to name my son a name that vaguely sounds black, I immediately have to come up with a nickname for him that he could put on job interviews or say at school so he don't get pigeonholed. And that's ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. What if I wanted to name my son a strong black name like Jaheim? Or what if I wanted to name my son something extremely hip hop like Raekwon, which is also his 5% name? What if I wanted to name my son something black? Or my daughter? She shouldn't have to sacrifice. She shouldn't have to sacrifice getting a job because she's named after her heritage. Because guess what? If somebody's name is Kelly because they Irish, they're not discriminated against. Why should that be different for my kids? My kids are of African descent, so why can't I name my kids African names? And by the way, Aisha, really, and it means life. It's beautiful. I knew a lot of girls my age whose name was Aisha because of Isn't She Lovely Too. That was common. That was a common name for people because Isn't She Lovely and Stevie Wonder's daughter is Aisha, and it's Swahili for life. What do I think about Jimmy Kimmel taking a break after his blackface? Okay, this is a great topic. Let me light a cigarette because I'm about to go in on this shit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because this is starting to piss me off. And I know my brother Bob is about to go in on this. I know my brother Bob is about to go in on this. Because we have a lot of similar sensibilities about the shit we watch. Like I said, we some hood nigga nerds over here. So we watch shit that y'all don't expect us to watch. Like for me, I don't watch shit Tyler Perry. That's a stereotype. I think that's some of the worst written, worst acted shit ever. Why does it take for black people to get killed and have a whole goddamn movement for that shit to be taken down and removed anyway? Why the fuck was y'all even still doing that anytime in the past 20 fucking years? And why was it able to slide then? It's been sliding, so take it down for what? Stop doing your shit for what? Why was that acceptable in the past 20 years any fucking way? We been knew what blackface meant. Why has that ever been fucking acceptable? Those are cute names. I wouldn't even be mad at Melanie because Melanie sounds like Melanin. I wouldn't even be mad at that. Well, obviously, yeah, because I always said if I had a daughter, her name would be Jimmy. So your daughter's name being Bobby with an I, my daughter's name would have been Jimmy Rose. If I'd had a daughter, Jimmy Rose. Because then my daughter's name basically would have been Jimmi Pynk. Yeah, I thought about it. Yeah, but why is that a fucking thing, though? Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I don't even think Raven did blackface. I just think she tans too fucking dark. But why is that ever fucking acceptable? It's not. Why would anybody do that in the last 20 fucking years? Like, let's go 30. Let's go 40. From the 80s till now, to 1980 to right now, why was that even ever acceptable? Who the fuck is Tyler? Oh, yeah, Tyler Pacey. That writing is so... Yeah, that writing is so bad. Well, first of all, Bob, like I said, and that's why I really feel like the core, like I really think we really had something. We was on that cartoon, superhero, anime shit way before anybody else. The fact that we had distinct colors that identified us like we was a goddamn TV show or anime. And then we were well read and we did watch shit that other people didn't watch. Um, it was something special that we kind of fucking self-destructed, but it was something special. We had it. We had it. We was a fucking cartoon. We had it. I knew them was your 4 daughters. I was just saying, like, I would expect your daughter's name to be Bobby though, because if I'd had a daughter, her name would have been Jimmy. Yeah, I figured it out now. Tyler Perry. Yeah, terrible. Lowest common denominator. Lowest common denominator. Fucking writing, acting. It's horrible. Um. Well, I just don't like the. I don't like the narrative that black women got to be just so tore down and beat down and all of this, and then the savior is always a man. I didn't like that. I'm all for saying, like, yes, the black family unit is important. I'm all for that. But you always got a captain save a whole nigga, and a woman is just so broke down that will put up with so fucking much. Like, no. And yes, he does do that. Dark skinned man is always the bad guy, and the light skinned man is always, yes, he does that too. Yes, he does do that. Excuse me. Yes, he does do that. Hey, Izzy. Hello from across the pond. Okay, so what I was saying is the blackface. We was talking about the blackface. First of all, why did you ever think it was okay? Secondly, I'm a firm believer of that's cute. Now y'all want to take y'all blackfaces episodes off y'all back catalog, and all these actors is doing people of color's voices. Like, people of color should be doing people of color's voices. But how did you not already know that? How did you already not know that? That you was taking a job from a person of color, and a person of color should be voicing a person of color. Now, when it's a cartoon like a Doug, where the people are actually not black, they're just alluded to being black. Like, Skeeter is black, obviously, but his skin is blue. I can't be mad, because in your world, black is not black. Everybody's skin tone is a different color, except for Doug, for whatever reason, who is just a white dude. But, or if it's an animal that's alluded to being black, I can't be mad at that. But how the fuck all these, it took you this many years to realize Cleveland Brown should have been voiced by a black dude? How the fuck did it even take y'all that long to figure that out? But I'm also okay with people learning from their mistake and realizing, hey, I shouldn't have did this, I didn't realize. And I'm okay with that too. Now, when you get into stuff like Community Advanced Dungeons and Dragons from season 2, where Ben Chang is dressed like a dark elf, and there was a little passing joke that Yvette Nicole was like, we just gonna ignore the hate crime in the room. That was the joke, because Shirley is passive aggressive and always thinks something is offensive, and like that high black Christian woman just think everything is so offensive because she a Christian, but really she dirtier. That's her character. So of course, for her to say that, because they could have gave that line to Donald Glover, they didn't. They gave it to Shirley. That was the joke, is that she took it as blackface, and he was like, I am dressed as a dark orc. It was not a blackface joke. It was a cosplay joke. So now for y'all to decide to pull that episode is stupid. Hey, Candy, I'm doing great. Yeah, Piccolo is black. But your skin ain't brown. You alien. I can't be mad at who voiced you. Don't give me a show and say we gonna do inclusivity, but the voice ain't done by somebody in your cast ain't inclusive. And Bobby Payne, so and I can get with that too. And I can get with that too because you do have black characters that have voiced white people. Hell, James Earl Jones and Darth Vader. Obviously, if he was Luke's father, he wasn't black. Underneath all that goddamn he wasn't black underneath all that. If he was Luke's father's before it was the prequels, he obviously wasn't black if that was Luke Skywalker's father. And James Earl Jones did that voice. And you're right, Uncle Phil did Shredder. Voice acting is voice acting. What I would say the difference in things like Family Guy, like I didn't mind Jenny Slate doing Missy on Big Mouth. I didn't. I didn't. But I thank you. I understand that you are trying to be sensitive to things that you weren't aware of before. And I get that. And I understand that. Cleveland Brown, when you specifically got black jokes in there, like he subscribes to Grape Soda Monthly, yeah. At that point in time, yeah, I may have a little bit of a problem with a white dude voicing a black person. At that point in time, yeah, because a lot of the jokes about Cleveland Brown is his blackness. When they did the Cleveland show, it was that he was a black dude. When you're focusing that is like basically his character trait that he's black, yeah, I got a problem with that. The best way to go about doing that is Archer does a great job. The people that you voice basically look like the people that's voicing you. So the joke is like Lana Kane is extremely tall, and they always say like she got man hands. Well, Aisha Tyler is 6 foot. That makes sense. So that's the safe way to go about it. Is instead of you trying to write a character and then voice it, if it's that type of animated show that's an adult animation where the people are basically kind of based on the voices anyway, then make them look like the people that's playing them. And I never had a problem with shows like Friends that didn't have black people, or shows like Friends that didn't have gay people, because at the end of the day, some people live like that. We ain't gonna be mad if it's a black show that ain't got no white person on it. That's fine to me. Right, Bobby, that's what I just said. Now, when Cleveland Brown, a lot of the humor of Cleveland Brown is he's the black dude. That's a problem. Missy on Big Mouth just happens to be a black character. Um, it really doesn't come up. It's just that this was just like a little nerdy character, but at the same time, why did you make her black? When you had Jason Mantzoukas cast as Jay, you made him darker. He looked like Jason Mantzoukas. Right, that's what I'm saying. So in that case, yeah, I have a problem. I didn't really have a problem with Jenny Slate doing Missy. It never really came up that she was black. The character just happened to be black. That wasn't a real. Actually, the character is biracial because her parents have showed up on the show. That wasn't a real. That's not her character. It just so happened that the character is biracial. But y'all didn't really cast her. But then the character that's definitely supposed to be black, like uh, Duke Ellington, is Jordan Peele. So you have things like that. Yeah, Bobby Peso too. I'm with that Bobby Peso. Now, if you're first of all, and these are the things that they say when they be like, "Oh, well, the Little Mermaid can't be black. Mermaids aren't real." Yes, she can. Princess Tiana has to be black. Her being black has to do with her story. All that matters. Princess Tiana has to be black. That's part of the story, is that she's black. That's why the struggle is so real for her to open a restaurant. That's part of the story. The Little Mermaid is a fictional character. Belle can't be black. Yeah. Apu on The Simpsons. Well, that is a racist stereotype. That is, it wasn't good. And we all know. But like I said, there's a way to speak about race and do it anyway. Let's talk about Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Yes, it's live action. But they had a storyline too about the Middle Eastern dude running the convenience store. They had that joke too. But then they had the boys tearing up the store, and they had the Middle Eastern main character, Kumar, be able to speak the language and work that shit out. I mean, they should have been took the Song of the South shit down. You ain't releasing Song of the South. Why the fuck do you still gotta ride this Song of the South? Y'all get confused, and that's what happens with this Black Lives Matter shit. Y'all get confused. Hold on. Why don't you ask us what offends us? Because guess what? I didn't need y'all to take that episode of Community down just because Yvette Nicole Brown made that joke. She's that type of character. She's passive aggressive. She's offended by everything the group does, even though she's a misfit and she does wrong just like everybody else. That's her character. So of course she's gonna get offended. That was the whole joke. She got offended like Chang was in blackface, but he wasn't. It was a Dungeons and Dragons, and he actually came in costume because his character was a dark elf. He was the color black, not in blackface. That was the whole joke. Is Shirley is always offended by everything because she's supposed to be this good Christian lady, but really she's not. That's her whole character. Like I said, if y'all really felt like that was a blackface joke, what was wrong with Troy making that joke? That was a cosplay joke, not a blackface joke. And for y'all to take that episode, and that is one of the best episodes of Community, is ridiculous. Y'all get out of fucking hand. Ask us what's fucking offensive. Did y'all talk to Yvette Nicole Brown or Donald Glover before y'all pulled that episode? You know, the two primary black cast members? Because I bet you they didn't have a fucking problem with it, because they had a problem with it. They may have said something when y'all was filming it. Am I going to watch Hamilton on the 3rd? Maybe. Oh, Dumbo racist. It's a character that's a crow that's literally called Jim Crow. Oh, that's racist as fuck. Oh, that's racist as fuck. Don't get it twisted. That's racist as fuck. Don't get that fucked up. Oh, no. That's racist as fuck. I want to see Hamilton. I do want to see it. I really do want to see it, but I don't know if I care enough to get Disney Plus to see it. I mean, they doing In the Heights. It'll be a Hamilton movie. It'll be a Hamilton movie in the next 5 years any fucking way. So, you know. Yes, on the Community. Bobby Pay, so I knew you watched Community. Community is the best. I'm so glad it's getting this fucking shine now. I'm so glad it's getting this shine now because I watched it in real time. And yes, season 6 on Yahoo Stream included. In real time, Community is my shit. I've just completed my 3rd rewatch all the way through. The first being when it actually aired. The second being when it was on Hulu with commercials, and the 3rd being on Netflix. And a lot of people didn't see season 6. And if you don't know no better, because season 6, they be cussing sometimes. Well, season 6 was on Yahoo Stream. So, season 6 is set up completely different than any other season. Season 4 is terrible because they got rid of the showrunner. Same dude that invented Dan Hartman. Same dude that does Rick and Morty. The 4th season is terrible. I actually was watching it all the way through. It got to some episode on season 4 and just stopped for like 3 months Well, however long it was out, I stopped for a while, and I watched the Darkest Timeline podcast, and they did the read through when Pierce died. And I was like, let me finish up Community. See, I have Senior Chang's Funko Pop. I love Senior Fang too. Well, the Princess and the Frog. Tiana is the Black Princess. And Nala. Hi, Kay. Oh, well, I'm going to say hi, Bria. I know Kayla is Bria. Hi, Bria. What's up? But yeah, this is an episode they just pulled to the Golden Girls because it was blackface. It wasn't like they had fell in the mud or it was a face mask or something. Okay, John, but just start talking about it. No, they did no, they wasn't in blackface. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, ask us what offends us. Jimmy Kimmel, full blackface. And then you have to know what the joke is and how far do you go. Because as you gonna pull one of the best scenes in Not Another Teen movie when they are parodying Bring It On, trying to say they wasn't a black squad, and then they do a whole cheer that's like, we ain't black, I mean, we ain't white, we show our big booties and show it, we ain't white, we definitely ain't white. Break it down, niggas. That's funny. I'm sorry. That's funny, and that's one of my favorite parts of Not Another Teen movie. That shit is fucking funny. I don't mind, like Blazing Saddles is funny. I don't mind it being used to make a commentary. I really don't. I really don't mind it being used as commentary. And I'm not going to sit here and say white people can't make the commentary on how ridiculous it is to be racist too. It is a thin line. But when y'all go to stuff like this man was dressed with white hair and blue contacts and black and big pointy ears, and the whole joke was that the black lady is always offended by and he was dressed like an orc. That's the fucking joke. That whole episode did not have to be pulled. And that is one of the best television. First of all, Community probably got 10 episodes that I would say is probably some of the top 100 best episodes in television. Hold up. This might mess up. Yeah. That was jamming. Oh yeah, in case y'all didn't know, I grew up around all Puerto Rican people, so I love Puerto Rican music. Yeah, that was jamming. What's that song? That shit was jamming. Like, come back down the streets like I asked you what that song was. That shit was jamming. Yeah. Yeah. The Robert Downey, like I said that before about we had that conversation before about Tropic Thunder. Yeah, when I first seen that shit, I was like, but let me watch it. And when I watched it, and he was literally the butt of the joke to the black dude that was in Big Mama's House 3 and Percy Jackson, and he was literally the butt of the joke because every time like he tried to make like he was really fucking black, and that dude would every time I was like, oh, he's the butt of the joke for not thinking that he's in blackface. Ben Stiller said a lot with that. Now, did people understand that? No. If you watch the movie, you will see he is the butt of the joke for doing that shit. All the way through. All the way through, he is the joke for doing that shit. He is the butt of the joke for doing that shit. I mean, he did a good job. But it also, he was the butt of the joke for doing that. He was the butt of the joke for doing that shit. Every time he would say something, because he was supposed to be method acting, and he was supposed to be a black man, the actual dude in the cast that was the black man would check his ass every time. I was like, that's the butt of the joke. I get it. And it was fucking brilliant. It was a commentary on how these actors try to go above and beyond and do all this stuff. Even the story, even though I know we ain't supposed to say that word no more, you never go full retard. That was like a joke, like what these actors do just to get a goddamn award. And it was a commentary on these white savior motifs and shit like that. It was underlined. It was underneath a whole lot of other shit. But Ben Stiller did that shit. He was the butt of the joke for doing that. Every time he would be trying to method act like he was black or this and this and this, that black dude would get on his ass. It's even in the trailer. He says because we, and he was like, "What you mean we?" But he did that throughout the whole movie. That was the butt of the joke. Totally acceptable. Right, exactly. Exactly. Right, exactly, exactly. If it's done in a way that portrays commentary, I can accept it. If it's done in a way, did I watch the BET Awards? I started watching the BET Awards. But I will tell you something about the BET Awards. Mm. Allergies are starting, the phlegm is getting thick. I'll tell you something about the BET Awards. If it seems like I'm chain smoking more than usual, they gave me the wrong cigarettes. They gave me the short ones. But I will tell you about the BET Awards. I was into it. It was being simulcast on CBS. They were black AF. I was like, oh, y'all is really out here showing your ass. But at the same time, as a black person, we know what's going on, and I appreciate it, but every performance ain't got to be this. We need an escape from this shit just like everybody else. And about an hour and a half in, I was like, I'll watch the rest of it another day. I live it. I don't gotta constantly be reminded of it. And it was like outside of Megan Thee Stallion, who was pissing me off because on Twitter. Okay, first of all, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let me light up. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Meg, can you rap about something else? I'm sorry. I thought she killed the performance. I thought her performance was good. I was getting mad at these kids on Twitter because they kept saying California Love. I'm like, it's not California Love. It's Mad Max. So was California Love. It's not California Love. And these young kids that don't ever want to lean nothing. Not the weed man finally free roll up, huh? But you redid Boys in the Hood. And you redid Boys in the Hood. And you still on this, I'm a hot girl, I spend all this money because I fuck them good and I look the way I do. Meg, write a different fucking rap. And you're going to take a song called Boys in the Hood with the importance that NWA was and that song, what that song was, and you took that opportunity to say, I'm a hot girl, I do hot girl shit, I'm going to spend his money because I look like this and I'm going to fuck a bunch of dudes. I don't care, Megan. With that being said, the performance was well done because everybody had like their little budget to do stuff that could be pre-recorded. The Mad Max was cute. She performed. I didn't know she could do splits and stuff like that. That was cute. The performance was cute. But if you gonna redo classic hip hop songs, can you talk about something else besides your body and fucking niggas and spending their money, please? But from every other performance I seen was just this Black Lives Matter thing, and I was like, I love it, especially because it's on me on CBS. Punch them in the face with it. However, it is still the Black Entertainment Television Awards, and we already know about this, and it's depressing. right. Why did they not make another Mad Max? They did. Fury Road. But these young people, I'm getting California Love vibes. You should, because it's Mad Max, not California Love. California Love was Mad Max. God damn it. If you are 20, can you please learn about some shit before 2000? And the crazy thing about it is like, but y'all had a Mad Max movie, so it's not like y'all don't know what Mad Max is. DJ Academics, can y'all please just throw this nigga away? Okay. But y'all stopped at this light. Y'all just ran this light down here and went around people, but y'all stopped at this light. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Oh, you don't know. Well, also the actors that was in that didn't like each other. You never know. And the man that directed the first one, he old as shit. Or, a lot of stuff got put on hold because of the Rona. Who knows? And then these people that went around the red light, is the movie Rat Race happening? These people just ran a damn light and shut up the street. And they all going the same way. Let me shut up. Let me just shut the fuck up. Let me shut the fuck up. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I don't want to be a fucking part of it. Fucking weird. Well, they might just be having fun. They racing, whatever. Man, for real. Your great aunt uncle has died? Oh, has died. I'm sorry to hear about that. Very sorry for your loss. But yeah, I don't want to hear that. The whole damn broadcast was just Black Lives Matter. And I'm like, we know. But it's BET, and we get it. It's on CBS. But it's the Black Entertainment Awards. We know. Meg was the only person. I mean, she had like the black fist in the background or whatever, but she was the only one who was like, well, I'm just going to do my songs. But fuck, right? But fuck, right? I'm like, oh my god, this is so fucking depressing. It ain't upbeat. This shit is on late at night. I'm getting sleepy. That's how I felt. No, they don't think I got a speed gun. Them niggas was either racing or or some shit done fucking happened that's going to fuck down. Make me want to get in my car and go that way and just see what I fucking see. I don't think there's nothing nefarious, because I ain't hear no gunshots or no shit like that. So, I don't know. I'm sitting on my porch with the porch light on, like I'm Gucci. I'm from this motherfucker. If y'all was doing something, whatever y'all was doing, it must have had to be done. I don't give a shit. I ain't see shit or say shit. I didn't get to that part. No, I don't really want to hear a We Are the World remix. Y'all better do a We All in the Same Gang remix. They've already done. This year will ever be normal. I don't think life will be ever normal again. I think we wearing masks. I think shit gonna get shut back down again. Cause think about it. Shit got shut down right before St. Patrick's Day, right? It's about to be the 4th of July. Man, them cases is about to motherfucking skyrocket so motherfucking hard. Them cases is about to skyrocket, bro. I don't mind wearing a mask either. That's what my sister said, talking about when you get back to work and you gotta wear the mask. It's different. I said I was wearing a mask at work anyway. I said because I was breathing in that toxic shit. I wear a mask at work anyway. Might be worse for me. Nuh-uh. Give me one of them good masks y'all got over here in 7, bitch. I'm more concerned about having to wear a bandana around my neck at work because nobody has said, well, how much is my neck actually really healed and I'm about to be sweating like a bitch. What do I do for work? I work in a factory and I pull orders um, to be shipped out of a storeroom. And I drive heavy machinery. I drive what's called a cherry picker. I drive heavy machinery so I can go up and down and travel and be able to go back and forth with the stuff because the stuff is very heavy. Um, I can have a whole run of stuff that's 40 pounds plus that I'm just picking. So it's hard. We about to be on lockdown again so fast that don't even make no sense. And then when they had them Trump riots with people with machine guns and shit standing outside because they wanted to get a fucking haircut and shit, they was threatening our fucking Surgeon General in Ohio, Dr. Amy Acton, who's from here, and she quit. And she was doing a fantastic job, and now that she ain't there, and that might be why she quit, because now our Republican governor is showing his ass and being real fucking Republican and opening shit back up and saying bars can be open till 4 now, which has never been a thing in the state of Ohio. And opening everything back up, he just loosened the restrictions on nursing homes and shit for visitors. And he did all the while our numbers is back up. So, at the beginning of the broadcast, for those of y'all that wasn't here, I already told y'all, my cousin got real upset because this case is at her job and she walked off her job today. Because her mother is sick. Now, she didn't quit, but she did go in and say, I'm leaving. Oh, yeah. It might not be normal until after 2021. Because guess what? I don't take a flu shot and I ain't taking a goddamn coronavirus fucking vaccine either. I don't trust y'all. Motherfuckers just can't stay home. They opened the bars up. I seen pictures of people at the bar. Now you know good and social distance at the bar, and you can't wear a mask because you there drinking. Yeah, motherfuckers is going to the beach talking about some y'all going to the beach. No, because when my cousin called me this morning, she was like, I was having something for the 4th. I can't do that now. I'm like, at least she's responsible. Did she know, like, she can't have nothing? Her birthday is on the 15th. She was like, y'all done just fucked my birthday up. I'm like, well, technically, it's the 1st. So if you left right now, your 2 weeks would be your birthday. But after that fucking scare, would you want to have something on the 15th day? Y'all ain't proved to me I can't be in the same pool as somebody yet. So I damn sure ain't coming to the beach where ain't no chlorine at. Oh, there's be people with no mask on around here. A lot of people do. You know, I'm about to start selling masks, and my mom bought a little sewing machine today. I'm about to start selling masks because I was like, this is a lifestyle now. So if you got to wear them, they might as well be fucking cute. Let's make this motherfucking money though. But I don't have no problem with it. I don't have a problem having on a mask. I'm gonna sell them locally. They want to. There's too much money on Etsy. If you're not providing free shipping and handling, like I tried to get an orange one because I have a cousin that makes shirts and I have a friend that makes shirts. So I ordered one from my cousin. She just puts letters on the shirts. But I got a shirt that said Justice for Breonna Taylor. I got a shirt from her, and I'm ordering a shirt from my other friend in Texas that was doing the soap. She'd moved on from the soap, and she's doing T-shirts now. And she had a cute shirt that says melanin and with the Adidas symbol and kente cloth. So I'm ordering a shirt from her too. Um, and they're both doing custom orders, so I'm supporting. And I tried to get an orange mask because I was getting orange shirts. Both of you, thank you, Candy. I tried to get custom orders. I was doing orange from both of them, and I couldn't find an orange mask. So I was like, well, let me go on Etsy. I'm not paying you $7 for a mask just because it's orange, and then I gotta pay $3.50 shipping and handling. No, they shouldn't cost that much. So, it's a lot of bling masks and stuff like that. I'm just doing masks locally because I can do them a little bit more reasonably and still be cute. Well, yeah, once I get on it, of course I'm gonna do like some Harley pink ones and things like that. I actually really needed to talk to my friend in Texas. She called twice, but I was here, you know, because I'm gonna see how these do first. And if I do enough money to buy a cricket, then it's really on and popping. But you know, the key is to if you're gonna sell something, you have to have a certain amount of style or fashion sense to do it. Because anybody can sell a goddamn T-shirt or a mask. But if you picking out ugly shit, well, if you're picking out ugly shit, nobody's gonna buy it. I sure will. Oh yeah, I probably would never. I probably wouldn't even sell them on Etsy. I ordered a scarf because I'm big into scarves, and I was just looking for a kente cloth print scarf that wasn't actually kente cloth because it's still a scar there. It hurts. So I did find a lady in California, and I paid $6.59 for a long scarf that you can do a hair wrap for, but I'm gonna wear it like around my neck. That was kente cloth, but it's on a silky material. She wasn't charging shipping and handling. But I get it. It's expensive. And that's another thing too about trying to buy black owned. You buy black owned, and black owned overcharges sometimes. It's just real. You working on some shirts this weekend? Do I think India Fair will go home this week? Probably. Yeah, right. That's what I said. I'm like, oh, I'm like the pink lady for real now with scars. I might even go to a pinup girl aesthetic. I already kind of went to a more preppy aesthetic because everything don't go with a damn scarf. I already went to a preppier aesthetic. I was like, I might go to a pinup girl. The vinyl is expensive, but I tell you what, like I told my friend that's making the shirts with the custom orders. Now you got to make up shirts, and this is what color they come in. And if you want it custom, it's an upcharge. It's just real. Don't go immediately into you got to pay $35, $40 for a shirt. But if I already got shirts made up and you want custom, and I got to keep going to the store to get custom, it got to be an upcharge. But I tell you what, Ascot game, right? I'm like, I'm wondering by the time they have Youngstown Comic Con next year, is this scar still gonna be visible, or am I gonna have to be like fucking Daphne from Scooby Doo so I can wear a fucking scarf? Yeah, that's good, because I'm going back to work and it's going to be hard for me to do a fucking review on a Friday in a minute. But I'm up for it, because I probably won't be doing costumes for the rest of the year. I'll try to be in as theme as possible, but I'm not prepared to cover up my scar in costume. So, yeah, female Freddie Jones. I thought about that too. Doing a crossplay of Freddie Jones with like blonde hair, or doing like a Daphne as Fred type of thing. Like it would still kind of be like the Daphne look, but in Fred's colors. Yeah. Or doing like Snagglepuss and actually like, or Yogi Bear and like doing the collar with like the little tie. Yeah, I got some things up in here. Yeah, I'm still using antibacterial stuff on my scar, but I'm also using a scar cream too. And once it's 100, once all the stitches is out, I'll go to cocoa butter as well. The doctor told me in about 6 months it'll barely be noticeable, but 6 months is a long time. What if they do? All Stars 5 is so goddamn produced. Please don't do All Stars 6 no time soon. All Stars 5 is so overly produced. Maybe that's why I was going to be on Showtime. It's so overly fucking produced. It's not even fucking fun. All Stars 5 ain't even fun. The drama is there. The drama is fun. The drama is fun. The drama is fun. The obvious producing of it is not fun at all. Last episode, they really showed they asked it was overly produced. They really did. And it was sad to see. Oh, that's right. Next week is Snatch Game, huh? We'll see. We'll see. I might even be up. What time is it? Legendary drop at 12 or 3. I'm like, all right. All I really want to be. I still haven't even did episode 4 Legendary with Holmes by itself. I still haven't even done it. Flavor Flav is the son, public enemy #1. I can't do nothing for you, man. Oh, cute. You was hoping for full Jimmy orange? I mean, bitch, I might be. I mean, I ain't like I don't got orange shit. Oh, I think Shay is doing great on All Stars. You know. And then that's the thing too, is India Fair going home? India Fair been doing her homework. She might do a really great snatch game because she knew she had to have one. We'll see. Snatch game always make or break bitches. This might be the turnaround for India Fair. You don't know. She might score high on snatch game. She might win snatch game. You really don't know. Snatch game will make or break or somebody snatched the very first snatch game, Tatiana. That was a turnaround for Tatiana. You really don't know. You really don't know. But speaking of Scooby-Doo, I really, really hated them white ass shoes that Gigi Good had on doing a Daphne. Well, thank you for telling me in spoilers after the fact. Let me see if all these people is turning left. It must be something like really fucking turning. All these people turning left too. It must be something really fun going down. And they is all turning left. It must be something really fun fucking going down. That was coming from this way to that way. And do I need to go? Because wherever it is, it's Youngstown. I'm perfectly fine with what I have on. This is some of the best clothes I done had on in a while. And I'm comfortable. I match. I filter in my eyebrows. I didn't put on eyeliner today. I've been putting on eyeliner. I didn't put nothing in today. Allergies. Also, something that I've noticed, as much as I've been on my orange kick since my father died and his funeral has been, ew, what was this crawling on me? I felt it and I touched it. Ew. Since my father died and his funeral was red and black because of the North Bulldogs, I've noticed I've been wearing red and black a lot. I swear it ain't even on purpose either, but I've been wearing red and black a lot. Like for those, I'm not going to show y'all my shoes. I got these red and black feelers that I have on right now. My outfit is all gray, but I got this bandana because, you know, my neck is going to have to be covered for 6 months, so I got a lot of cute neck coverings. It's red, black, pink, and gray, and I got on some knee socks with red stripes and red earrings, obviously. But I think Jujubee can beat Shannon Fine Lipstick, depends on the song. I laughed too when she dropped that vase from under her skirt. I thought that was pretty fucking funny. You lit liquor. You lint liquor. Who do I think will be top 3? I don't really care, if I'm being honest. Shay, Cracker. Shay and Cracker, for sure. Shay and Cracker, for sure. That third spot, I don't know. Right now, India Fair is really getting that goddamn Roxy Andrews edit, so I don't know. I don't know. You lint liquor. And then I was mad because Blair St. Clair ain't even deliver it the way lint liquor is supposed to be. You yellow belly lint liquor. Those was good commercials. Those were good commercials. I'd be perfectly fine with a Jujubee, but Jujubee's looks got to step up. You know what? Alexis Mateo did make top 3. It could be Alexis. And Alexis had a very strong snatch game with that Alicia Keys. It could be Alexis. Jujubee is not taking any type of risk with her look. I need that to be a thing. I need that to be a thing. She is not taking any risk with her look. Yeah. Alexis might sneak up and be top 3. She really might. She really might. She really might. I think Alexis Mateo was slept on her season. I was rooting for Alexis Mateo on her season. I think Alexis Mateo was slept on her own season. Well, you're Alexis, so that's something different. We don't count All Stars 1 ever. No one counts All Stars 1. All Stars 1. All Stars 1 was pretty trash. Nobody counts it. You yellow belly liquor. Oh, I don't care. Y'all have to understand, I've been watching Drag Race in real time since season 1. I'm tired. Well, Jujubee is the talking head of the season. Like, Jujubee is great. I love Jujubee. But them looks are basic. They look good. They're right. But they're basic. Well, I guess we're done because... Motherfucker.